Hi Scorpios, I'm back. So we're going to do a read. This is my channel with my name, Evelyn Stainthorpe, as opposed to my Twin Flames channel. I wanted to separate them so that people aren't shying away from the 12 sign reads because they're for everybody, not just for Twin Flames. So here we have the Fortune's Oracle and this Heart Oracle we're going to set the tone with, and then the Rider-Waite for the main read and for the clarifiers as well. So this is for Scorpio, as we are, today's the 20th of September, so we're going into Libra soon. So from September to October, so mainly Libra season, is what the read is covering. And we're going to see what kind of energies are going on for you this month. This is for Scorpio. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. Just so Teddy doesn't come walking in. So, what's the energy that we're dealing with for Scorpio from September to October 2023? This is for Scorpio. All right, we have the Star. So, dreams coming true perhaps. Hard times are over. Look forward to abundance of happiness, enthusiasm, and positivity. And we have the Owl as well, which is number 23, the King of Wands, which has to do with wisdom. There are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. So this is coming up as a transition period. And you have the underlying energy of abundance. The one is the masculine. It's also the Magician here. And this is that energy of one for all and all for one. And it says lucky times are ahead of you, along with good news, success, and prosperity. So that's the underlying energies for you guys. Okay, so really beautiful energy there. We could be stationing here too, a gift from the stars. And the 23 is the King of Wands, but also it's this year because we're learning to master our masculine ego, our masculine passions. So let's see what's going on here. All right, so wisdom and dreams. As the Owl's coming in. Let's see from the Heart Oracle. I forget what this one's called. I have to post it on my list. I haven't updated my list down below of all my decks, but I'll have to look and see. Okay, for Scorpio. Scorpio. Okay, so from the Heart Oracle, Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. There we go. All right, there's a bunch right here for you. The bottom of the deck is when you pass from this world, you take nothing with you, which is interesting, right? The Death card is Scorpio. But your soul and the memories you have shared with those you love. Okay? When you pass from this world, you take nothing with you but your soul and the memories you've shared with those you love. So why is that coming up for you? That's the underlying energy, so the reason why. And we have twin flames. Your passion ignites. Libra got this too. And the underlying energies. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. Forgiveness. These are the three that Libra actually got. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. And you also have give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. So really beautiful energies there, powerful. But you have to surrender, forgive, and let go. Right? That's not easy for Scorpio. And that rhymes. Okay. Let's see if we can fit all these guys in here. Not all the way, but that's okay. We have forgiveness back there too. Okay. So let's see what cards are going to come out for you guys. September to October 2023 for Scorpio. Scorpio, Scorpio, Scorpio. 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 one more. All right, so Scorpio, September to October 2023. Scorpio, what's going on? What do you need, Scorpio? All right, first card out for you guys. The Nine of Swords reversed. Now, this is trying to end the nightmare. Perhaps you're feeling stressed out or can't sleep well. Maybe you're crying a lot. But this is that energy of not sleeping at night and crying, but this is really stressed out because you still have to get to the Ten of Swords before the cycle is over. So I don't like this card either way because you're going through something difficult here. You know, it's all about your thoughts. The challenge here is the Death card, which just came up in your message. This is also Scorpio, the Dark Knight. And here in this card is depicting them, you know, taking charge. And they're going to walk right over this priest and the two children because they're trying to stand in their way for what they know is right for them. It's also the Grim Reaper, right? So the challenge is yourself. It could be a death as well, an ending. The foundation for you is the Fool, which is keeping that heart open and taking that leap of faith, perhaps with a loyal friend. This is also Aries energy, so we have Aries and Scorpio. And in the recent past for you is the Six of Swords. Perhaps you found peace or went on a vacation where you found peace, or at least got to more peaceful waters. What's crowning you is the Five of Wands reversed, perhaps ending conflict or losing battle, because you have really positive energy here, but still struggling right there. This could be having a hard time losing, right? You need to win kind of thing, because here you're free, but then you're stressed out again because there's a loss here and there's death here, right? So if something ends, you know, a lot of competitive people think an ending is a failure when it's not. It's just it's growth, actually, transitioning to something that is now serving your growth. So what's coming up for you is the Hierophant reverse. That could be a divorce. It could be a change in your perspective spiritually. This could be a break in a contract as well. It could be somebody with Taurus in their chart. This also could be a bad religious leader, you know, somebody tainted, or some kind of tainted leader. And notice we have Scorpio reversed here, as Scorpio and upright, and then Taurus reverse, which are each other's axis. You see yourself as the Queen of Cups reversed, so you're not happy there. This, you know, you don't want to be in this position. You want her to be upright. So this could be someone who's either emotionally detached or over emotional. This can reference alcoholism. It can also reference depression and manipulation there. What's around you, how others might see you, is the Four of Cups reversed, which is starting over. This came up for Libra over here as well. Maybe you don't like starting over. Scorpio is a fixed sign, so you don't like change. I mean, not everyone doesn't like. Some people love change, but of course the fixed signs are most resistant to change. That could be seen as stubbornness. But that resistance and stubbornness also allows them to have really good follow-through on things. So there's always a benefit to the things that may be holding us back for whatever reason. The block here is the Ace of Cups reversed, which can be a feeling of overwhelm. Maybe you feel triggered. You feel pushed to your emotional limit. Perhaps you were dumped or you dumped somebody else. This could be crying all the time as well. There is death and then this. This could be end of a relationship and a death and grieving that death. And then at the end here, you have the Three of Swords, which is heartbreak or separation, disappointment. This can be bad weather as well. That could be a heart procedure. I mean, this could represent a hospital, but it's reversed, so I don't like that. I mean, that could represent something that went wrong in a hospital, and the grieving that, and then the complication there of death. But it's more likely an ending to something, a disappointment or heartbreak here. But again, something could have gotten rained out as well. because here you're free in the sun, and then here is rainy weather. So what's connecting you to what's left hanging in limbo at the end of this read is the Knight of Pentacles, delivering news perhaps, or a proposal. This is someone looking for work or offering help. And then what would be hanging in limbo when we're finished this read is the moon, which has to do with the subconscious energies, the nighttime, but romance as well. And the full moon is not till the end of the month, so that could be that as well. So let's see, I'm going to pull a few extra cards in case I need them for the end. See here. Okay. And then we have the underlying energy, which is the Chariot, but it's reversed, which is no movement. That can be on the warpath though as well. And then we have a breakup here, or a lack of affection. And this Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community. Libra had him in the underlying energy, I think it was as well, but he was upright for him, as I'm talking about this card right here, because it's Libra. But we have Scorpio here, all right, some kind of failure here, under the radar, or neediness for attention here. That could be a bad reputation too, as all hell breaks loose with the Tower right there. Perhaps someone's crown blew wide open, as there's justice. This could be a divorce coming through as well, or sudden justice here. With the King of Wands reversed, which isn't a good placement, right? He's either really exhausted here, or he's having a temper tantrum, or maybe he's sick. But there's some kind of justice. We have Scorpio and Libra, and then fire energy regarding this Ten of Pentacles, family, business, or community of wealth and abundance. And then we have bad news perhaps, or a child who's acting up, right? This could be rumors. This could be a child mouthing off, or talking back, or potty mouth. Or they're lying and spying and spreading rumors. This could be bad advertising as well. And then we have the Lovers. So this could be a Gemini child, or a message of a breakup. Maybe someone broke up with someone over the phone or a text. And then here is then letting go of some funds to fix up the place or make amends perhaps, or laying their cards out on the table there. And then this could be a breakdown here, right? So this could be a breakup, a breakdown, a break in, out, or through. This could be an ambulance for the hospital as well. But there's some money going out here too. So again, that could be because of a breakup here. So it could be rumors after, this could be breaking up this energy, whether this is a wealthy family or it's a family that has a family business as well. But there's some kind of legal stuff going on there. Let's see what else is going on here. So we have Gemini and Cancer right reversed here. And then the King of Wands reversed with Justice, and then the Tower. And I want to see the Tower because that's Scorpio energy. So right away, Scorpio, you have your energy, and the underlying energy is the Tower, and then you have the Challenge over here as the Death card. And you're upright both places. And then we have Gemini and Cancer reversed. We have Aries upright, Taurus reversed, and then Cancer's upright there in the end. So there's a lot of Cancer there too, because you have both Cancer cards. One's upright, one's reversed. And we don't have a lot of, we have the Queen of Cups here, which is Scorpio energy, right? It's water sign. And then we have an earth sign over here with the Knight of Pentacles. That could be somebody at work as well. It could be a child, a worker, a young earth sign. But there is stress there, right? Stress and stress, whether it's a death or an ending, or something, it could just be upsetting because something ended because of the weather. Perhaps this could also be where you went on a trip and you can't get back. You're stuck there for whatever reason. So why do we have the Chariot reversed in the underlying energies? Looks like somebody's on the warpath in a breakup or something like that. And somebody feels imprisoned or very anxious or a lot of anxiety, and there's the Chariot reversed again, confirming that. That's correct in the underlying energies. Feeling like you've got no options, trapped, perhaps without a car, or trapped without a plane taking off, you know, not being able to return home. Or again, I was at the car dealer today. I'm not Scorpio, but just as an example. Maybe your car's in the shop, or you couldn't get a rental or something like that while your car was in the shop. So because if it is someone who doesn't have their car, the next two cards are someone who had to hang out with the Empress. So I don't know if that's something they wanted to do. Yeah, because look, there's this, like, this is this very wealthy kind of entitled energy, and then right after that is the surrender of the wounded warrior with those out in the cold. Right? So these guys are all warm and cozy, and then these guys are left out for whatever reason that is. And that could just be at work, you know, they could be customers or patients or something like that. So the recent past here is that Six of Swords. And there's the Fool reversed. I was just looking at the Fool too, and I'm like, why is this Fool so happy? Because everything around it is not. So the Fool was reversed regarding this separation or disappointment or heart procedure, whatever that is, or the bad weather, with that Knight of Pentacles reversed, which is now upright as well. So they were upset about a separation or heartbreak here. Or actually, this is supposed to go over here. But then making peace with it, which is why they're upright now. And maybe someone's actually realizing, I'm free, thank God. So why is the Fool upright now there? All right, we have frustration, a lack of growth, a lack of inspiration, a lack of arousal, a lack of humor, you know, it's all that kind of stuff. This can be physical or sexual abuse as well. And, or just frustration at work with issues at work, right? In a losing battle to make money perhaps. But at the same time, feeling free with the sun at their back. Now look at the next two cards, right? Ending a big cycle here. This could be someone who got really hurt and went through a long period of a lot of pain, but now that's over. So let's see where that comes up with the Nine of Swords in the middle there. For Scorpio. So here the Queen of Cups was upright and getting over some loss or regret or the past and investing her time, money, and energy into herself. You know, trying to heal, which makes sense. And then she has these two cards again, the Ten of Wands reversed and the Ten of Swords reversed. For me, this is bliss, but this can be, you could have gotten hurt, which is why you're dumping all your issues now, because this is, you know, carrying the weight of the world, working out, too much weight, you know, too much of a load. You can't sustain that for very long. But if you don't give it up on your own, then you're going to get hurt, and this could be an injury as well. So this could be that someone just quit their job, dumped their responsibilities, their burdens, dumping multiple loads as well. And this could be a confession. And this is bliss, because that's when the pain subsides. And that's bliss, right? Going from one extreme to the other. And she's happy because she doesn't have those burdens anymore. She's in bliss. And is that you because you're here? Or is that another water sign? Why is the Challenge the Death card? I mean, that could be a long, painful death that you went through. It doesn't have to be a death of a person or a pet, but a death of something, you know, a career, a relationship perhaps. As the Death card, the Dark Knight. as we have these cards now. We have the King of Cups. So the King of Cups coming up as the lover. And this is withholding, playing hardball, perhaps saving and preparing for a new life, but keeping it back here where no one can see. But it's in a positive way, because here we have very positive energies, right? The very loving family man here. And are you a very loving family man, or are you using that as a cover, but you're really playing hardball, which is very much a Scorpio MO, right? They always call Scorpio in the military the ones who are behind the lines sending the front troops, you know, out to get killed, right? They're always the PIs in the background. So this looks like, you know, where they're coming off as this very loving person, but in the background they're ready to play hardball. So that Five of Wands, she just flipped out. She's flipping out for real. But this could be a mother, a grandmother, a boss, a pregnant person. But she's coming up with the Five of Wands, perhaps ending conflict, or in a losing battle and surrendering, giving up, right? Not wanting to lose. Scorpio doesn't like to lose, but this is Taurus energy. So she may be just surrendering to it, whatever. The lover's out in the cold here. But Scorpio could have a problem with that. That's why it's in the challenge position, right? Because Scorpio doesn't like to just give up. Whereas Taurus is just kind of, you know, more into that luxury and I'm okay, whatever, as long as I'm comfortable. The lover's out in the cold with new information that knocks them off balance, perhaps requiring their surrender. The Hierophant reverse coming up here, as these two just flipped over too. And we have the Page of Swords reversed with the Eight of Wands upright. And again, this could be some kind of break away from the establishment, from a contract, from a commitment. You know, no guidance. Or, again, being spiritually outside the box, as opposed to traditional in religion. So this could be negative news. It could be someone spouting off. This is the most immature energy in the deck, right? Because this is already immature communication, but upright. This is immature, really immature communication. And it's constant here. This is positive. You know, this is like the arrows of love. There's lots of movement. But what is this with? So this is going back and forth with the Hanging Man, which came up in both Virgo and Libra's reads, I think. But there's a lot of back and forth between these two. And it's not blocked. This person's not blocking the messages because they're all going through. And they're just hanging out, being wise, seeing new perspectives. But this one, you know, they could be, I don't know what they're doing because it's a positive flow. They may want them to trigger them because they understand the principle behind that. It's like they're working on each other. Perhaps they're hanging out together online as well. And again, it can be the difficulty in going back and forth in a divorce. You know, people don't answer their messages, and then there's more back and forth because now you have to get your lawyer to call their lawyer because they didn't answer, and blah blah blah. That can be that kind of thing as well. You see yourself as the Queen of Cups reversed, coming up with the King of Wands reversed, the Judgment card upright, and then the Hermit reversed. So this is a wake-up call, an announcement, or making calls. Perhaps there's an Aquarius between these two. And we have Virgo reversed energy and then very fiery energy. So you might either have Virgo in your chart or fire in your chart or Aquarius in your chart, which is 3 different areas, right? Because we have earth, air, and fire. Earth, wind, and fire. Earth, wind, fire. If you like, maybe you're listening to Earth, Wind, and Fire. King of Wands may be calling out the Hermit. Maybe you are the King of Wands. This is your masculine side. But this is, you know, both of your cards here are in a negative place. And the Hermit reversed may be just that someone has Virgo in their chart, but it also could be an elder who's got dementia. It could be someone who literally has a mental issue, right? They're going crazy, or they are crazy, or they feel like they're going crazy. Starting over. Four of Cups reversed. The Queen of Pentacles reversed with the Temperance card. So she's being patient, but she's ungrounded. Or she might be all about the money or the stability. And she's starting over. Trying to be patient. Or this can be a patient, right? Someone might be having a procedure in the hospital. Right? Because this also could be some kind of medical help. You know, this could be someone who's dealing with the Red Cross or some kind of first responder program, you know, to help out places that have undergone some kind of disaster. The block here is the Ace of Cups reversed. All right, so we have the Knight of Wands reversed. And he's the player. This is the player. And your block is getting triggered, or this can be overwhelmed, being pushed to your emotional limit, or this is somebody else, because this is your block. So this could be a fear of yours. It may not be real, but you maybe you're worried someone's cheating on you, or that you're cheating and will get caught. And again, it's overwhelming. This could be someone this could be someone who's falling short of expectations, like they thought that they could get through something energetically, but then they fell short of that. It can also be someone who's paralyzed by their passions. And there's the Death card reverse. That's Scorpio again. So this could be a Sag Scorpio person. This could be a near-death experience. Perhaps you've had a near-death experience, and maybe it's come up and you're being very emotional about it. Maybe that's your block that you need to clear. Right? Because your challenge is death, and your block is dumping out love, basically, or grieving. Right? Or tired of being overwhelmed. And again, it can be a breakup. It could be an ending of anything, but very emotional or overwhelming. And then we have the Three of Swords there at the end. The High Priestess reversed with the Magician and the World. So we got three major arcana right there. And then we have the Knight of Cups coming into the Ten of Cups. And then the Nine of Cups upright. That's kind of crazy. All right, so could be a secret passion. And then there's the Magician with all their tools on board making magic. But this also could be someone who's not in their integrity. Or maybe they're coming out with all their secrets. Okay, laying all their cards out on the table. He's empowered here, and then the World is coming full circle to offer love to people, to perhaps families who are unhappy or struggling, in order to teach them how to be happy with themselves again, or to find how to be happy with themselves. Very interesting. That's a very powerful energy there. Okay, so this heartbreak and separation, disappointment. Again, there could be secrets being told. With the Magician, all right, the Magician, that could be any professional. It could be a doctor, you know, who's a surgical whiz. If you're going in for a procedure here, it can represent, you know, doing cards, putting cards out on the table, literally. And again, with secret passions or telling secrets that you know, which is literally showing that. But this is also can be a need to use your intuition, when you're not. And coming full circle, this also could, the secret passion can be these two here, which could be Gemini or Virgo and a Pisces or Divine Feminine there, as one or both of them then going forward with the Knight of Cups, offering love to families to teach them how to love themselves first. And then we have that Knight of Pentacles coming out of this hurt or this losing battle. And where are they going? After the suffering or lack of sleep or stress, I was just getting Rocky Horror. I'm going home. All right, so finally going home after all of this suffering. So whether it was a long hospital stay or a long difficult relationship or career, I'm going home. There's some kind of inequity, and again, this you might need to settle out, and it might be settling out medical bills or a party. And again, this keeps coming up recently, that someone gets screwed over at a big event like a wedding where the person who's supposed to pay the bills doesn't show up, and so then somebody else gets stuck paying the bills. So there's something about that coming up here too. But then there's love offered here by the children perhaps, or perhaps by a soulmate, a best friend from childhood or a sibling. Somebody helps out there, right? Just when you thought you're at your worst here, somebody comes in to help, right? Someone who's very close to you, a soulmate, or fond memories from the past. Like I said, siblings coming in at night, or this could be a romance here. Being present in the moment when you're depressed in a split. Perhaps someone coming in to be there for you. To detox and expose everything. Or perhaps go out in the sun together and detox during a split or depression, right? To help each other out. You know, the wolves howling at the moon, but in a good way, like friends helping each other out. This could be, there could be a third energy here who wants to join the dogs howling at the moon. And we have Cancer there. We have the moon and the sun both upright there. We have Aquarius and Capricorn reversed, Leo upright right there. So let's see what the other cards I pulled for you guys. All right, so with the moon and romance, or perhaps the full moon coming up at the end of the month, hanging out, seeing new perspectives, being wise, as the Hanging Man, which is also Pisces and Capricorn for me. And then we have the Ten of Cups upright, where before, when we pulled the cards here, it was reversed. So when it was reversed, it's because somebody was going through something difficult, whether it was depression or heartbreak or surgery. And now everyone's hanging out. And we started out with that, hanging out with the Empress, didn't we? Where was that card? Yeah, here. I thought that was with the Empress. Maybe that was another read. But here we have this emotional fulfillment of the family, hanging out at night. Destined. This is beautiful here. All right, this is destined happiness of the family, hanging out, being wise at night. Perhaps with the Page of Cups, this could be a new baby as well who's crying. But it also can be in a rejection, right? Because this is the Sphinx schooling the golden goose. So this could be a child getting schooled, or perhaps an adult who feels like a child because they're getting schooled. But it was destined to happen for the happiness to happen. And then come together, enjoy. And again, this could just be a baby crying at a celebration, like, you know, a baptism or a breast or something like that. But come together, enjoy, released anxiety, release from prison or feeling trapped. And then we have the King of Cups reversed now, where he was upright over here, which came up on Scorpio. And now Scorpio's reversed. And again, this could be having conditions of love. But again, it can be emotional detachment or over-emotionalism, or perhaps tears of joy, you know. But there's a King of Cups reversed and a Page of Cups reversed. which, you know, and there's celebration. So why are these two reversed? Are they tears of joy, or are these two upset or drinking? And there's an alcohol issue here, both the father and son, or daughter. It can be either, right? Because this could be alcoholism, depression, emotional detachment, someone who insists on conditions of love, like if you do this, you're disowned from the family type of thing. And then we have the house and the party, the celebration. And is it a welcome home? Maybe they're still recovering from a hospital visit. You know, and is this a feminine energy in her masculine, just having a baby, and they're both, you know, still recovering from just getting home, from giving childbirth? Or is that someone who lost their child? You know, because there's a death here. I hope that's not the case. I mean, it could be a miscarriage as well. I'm really not getting that as the main energy here, but we have both the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups both reversed. And the Hanging Man. The Hanging Man. Okay, we have Two of Cups there. So there is a coming together here, a meeting of the minds. But there is this, in order to come together, to get this positive energy though, it looks like there was something stolen from the Queen of Wands, unless this is the new love, okay? So she may feel like she got cheated on, or maybe she did get cheated on. But this is that liar, cheater, thief taking from the Queen of Wands reverse, who's pissed off, and now hanging out with the Ten of Cups family, all happy. And you know, this happens sometimes after breakups, you know, where the other person is still close with the family that they broke up with. So they still see them sometimes, and their ex doesn't know that. And maybe they go to visit them with their new partner, and that would really piss somebody off. That could come up as well. But we have Pisces or Capricorn here. We have Libra here. And then, so yeah, she feels like it's not fair, for sure. And there's two Libra cards right here. And actually Libra came up as the Queen of Wands reversed. So that's either Libra or the person who's in Libra's energy. So, and we have Libra here too with the for me anyway, that's the Wheel of Fortune. So why is the Wheel of Fortune here? It was destined to happen for the goose to get schooled, to bridge, for these two to come together. And this is somebody taking a walk away from something that they put a lot of emotion into, right? But they're walking away from something, leaving behind a dysfunctional family perhaps, or a business or a community. But it was destined to happen. With the Page of Cups reversed, that could be a rejection as well. Because then we have these two after that. So the dysfunctional family can include the Knight of Swords reversed and the Queen of Swords reversed, who are always fighting, they're always lying, right? Always verbally sparring. And this is somebody tired of that, walking away from that. And then we have laying it to rest with the King of Swords, all right? So here we have this. It's like he's tired of that. I'm not doing that anymore. I'm laying that to rest. And then we have the Page of Cups reversed. Perhaps he feels rejected by their constant sparring. Or maybe they're keeping secrets from him. Why is the Page of Cups there? Standing up to the crowd, perhaps defending a child, somebody having to confront their fears, perhaps helping a child to do that, or feeling like a child, not being able to confront their fears because of a wound perhaps. This is definitely like, you know, a standoff here. They're trying to take the high ground, and this one's standing in their truth, kind of smirking about it. I'm not going anywhere. Coming together. Okay, so this Three of Cups, maybe coming together under the radar, or after a failure. So why are they celebrating a failure here? Maybe they're coming together because they're needy for attention. And then we have the Seven of Cups here as well, which is having a lot of choices. So even though there's failure here or doing something under the radar, maybe they're sneaking around to buy something for someone. They have a lot of things to choose. This could be for a party or for a celebration, you know, for a gift. Perhaps bored with it or not happy with everything that's been offered. They've been offered one thing after the other and nothing's just right. As the King of Cups is reversed, he's not happy with what he's been shown. At night with the dogs howling, needing to lay all their cards on the table, perhaps fix things or make amends with the Emperor reversed, who may have tripped up or messed up or is now dropping the act and coming clean, like not, you know, dropping the facade, not being on anymore as the Emperor. But the King of Cups may need to, maybe he is the Emperor or he's dealing with the Emperor here, to fix things with them or make amends at night. Or maybe they have to take care of them at night. You know, breaking patterns. This could be this is maybe someone who's worried about him falling, you know, a sudden fall, because then he'll be back in the hospital again. Perhaps there's a child here who's watching out for him, standing guard. Or inspired by the King of Pentacles, perhaps with Libra in their chart, or him dealing with the injustice of having to school the golden goose, or having to constantly keep checking on them to make sure they're doing what they're supposed to do, with no peace. But being strong, taming the beast, dealing with a child or Leo pet. And there's that Page of Pentacles, the student. And again, breaking a contract or being alternative, perhaps learning something completely new that's opposite of what he was taught growing up, or she. So we have, let's see, Libra and Leo right there, as well as Taurus reversed. So it could literally be a Leo Page of Wands and a Taurus Page of Pentacles right there. And they weren't coming together. And that could be children of a divorce as well. But trying to get organized, get their ducks in a row to become powerless. It's like they have 8 and now all of a sudden there's 9 gone. That can also be someone working for a dependent child here who spends a lot of money. It's like one child is a really good student, you know, and they're being strong in a divorce or something like that. But they're not the one coming together with whoever's working really hard to pay for all of this. And they're stuck with the one, whether it's a child or their partner, who's spending it faster than they can make it. So there could be a divorce situation where someone's really taking advantage of the situation, whether it's the partner or a child. So we're going to pull from the Mythic Oracle here to close things up. It's 44 minutes. And let's see. So you had Taurus and Scorpio and Cancer very heavily in your read. Gemini was there too in the underlying energy reversed. And some kind of long-term suffering going on, and or a death or ending, but somebody's free in the situation. In an ending of conflict or in a losing battle, with heartbreak, disappointment, separation, or some kind of procedure at the hospital. And again, divorce or getting discharged from the hospital or having a bad experience in the hospital. and then getting help at night. Perhaps through hanging out with family who's really happy, right? Because then maybe that happiness will wear off on you so you won't feel so distressed anymore. But this is destined to happen with the Page of Cups and the Knight of and the King of Cups. But again, you could be separate if you're the Queen of Cups. This could be a family that's separate from each other, whether it's a divorce or just, there's a difficulty in being together at that time. But all three of them are reversed. And I have to say that relates to you because it's in your energy right here. The Knight of Cups is upright. That's the only cup that's upright. Maybe that's the black sheep of the family. Scorpio. 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 Okay, we have Demeter, which is harvest, and 15, which is the devil. We have the 30 of Dionysus and freedom, and he could literally be offering his freedom to her harvest. And then we have the Psyche, which is a sacred union here. These two could be coming together. And whether this is you or you're witnessing this, you got the twin flame energy. This could literally be a twin flame union coming together. We have the 15 and the 30, which is interesting because that's the mid-month and the end of the month. And 44 just came up in the Ides of March because Cleopatra and Caesar came up the day before yesterday. So then we have Poseidon as well, which is the 18. My birthday just passed, which is the 9/18. But this is the Earth Shaker. And 18 is also the Moon, which came up a lot in your read. And he's all about, ruling the ocean and the earth. And again, the moon and the water related to the moon. So, yeah, there's definitely romance there. So I don't know if this is your romance, because it looks positive here. It may not be easy because there may have been a family issue in bringing this union together. But the underlying energy had to do with work. Perhaps somebody working too much, the Fool, who wanted to stay free. Okay, maybe he's got some kind of injury, right? He's got his right eye covered. So he may have an injury in the past which slowed him down. Perhaps he just worked a lot because it was a safe place for him. He felt free there. And we have Pontus here, which is the unknown, and the 3 of the Empress, Mother Earth, abundance. So maybe there was a lot of abundance here if he worked. Maybe he had support from a father here or a boss who perhaps liked him a lot. But it could be father and son or mother and son, but maybe the father, if his father and son, was very much like a mother to him. And we have Taurus and Aries there in the underlying energies. But these are the cards that came out. All right, Demeter with her harvest, which comes up as the divine feminine, Hercules, which is her harvest. And then the freedom of Dionysus here, offering himself as the union here. And him seeing her as his shadow. And then there's the union of their harvest of Hercules, the Psyche energy of sacred union. And then Poseidon beside them in romance. Or threatening that he'll be with the fishes if he goes there. It could be one or the other. But again, the underlying energy is Hephaestus. And again, he could have had a big wounding on this side of his body, on the right side of his body. But he's free. I'm free. So the Who is coming up there too. So I do want to read you that first card that came out, which was the 15 of, is it Demeter? Yeah. All right. 15. Demeter, goddess of fertile earth, is the daughter of the Titans Cronus and Rhea. When Hades stole Demeter's daughter Persephone to be his queen in the underworld, Demeter searched the world in despair and mourned until the earth became barren. Thanks to Zeus's intervention, Persephone can return to her mother for 2/3 of the year, spending 1/3 of the year in the underworld with Hades. This myth explains changing seasons. When Persephone is away, Demeter grieves and the earth becomes barren, thus giving us winter. When she returns in spring, new life comes with her. Demeter's happy and the earth flourishes with life through the summer. But things start to die in autumn as the time for Persephone to leave again draws near. So the message is our lives always move in cycles. We have periods that are like summer, when everything seems to be flourishing and going well, and periods like winter, when it seems that nothing is working, moving, changing, or improving. Winter may even feel like a period of total mental, emotional, or physical stillness. While every stage of the cycle is important and essential to growth, some stages are harder than others. If you've pulled this card today, the long and barren winter's over. You may have gone through a period when you were working very hard at school, at home, in activities, or in relationships with little or no visible evidence for the work you did. That time is now over, and your life is shifting toward movement and rewards. This is a time of harvest for you. This means that it's time to receive your due for your work. You've been through the harsh, cold winter, worked hard and remained focused, and now is the time for reaping the benefits. All the seeds that you planted have grown and borne fruit, and this is a time for carefully and lovingly harvesting the fruits of your labor. Within each fruit, new seeds emerge. This is a time of great abundance. Remember to have reverence, humility, and gratitude as you enjoy this joyous part of the cycle of nature. Well, that's beautiful. Okay, Scorpio. So remember to drink plenty of water so you always stay feeling well, hydrated, and with all your powers on board. Make sure you get enough rest, joy, and nature. Enjoy the weather while you can, and rise and be love. I'll see you guys soon. Have an amazing month. Bye, Scorpio. Remember to breathe.